Alrighty, so it has been quite a while since I've done any recording, um, but I figured we would dive into Bloodborne. This game is widely considered one of the best that FromSoft has to offer, and I mean, it is the entire second half of the Soulsborne banner. Let's go ahead and dive right in. We'll go into offline mode. Adjust the volume a little bit. The music's a little louder than I expected. And we'll just start a new
Oh,
game.
yeah. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
We'll go with our standard name here. So, this is your class. We're gonna start off here as military veteran just because I like the strength and skill, basically your strength and dex, as well as a good base for endurance and vitality. I don't usually mess with the appearance settings too much on this when I would start it up. Although to be fair, I've never actually finished the game, so but we're gonna give it our best.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
So those of you that don't know, Bloodborne is basically wow, FromSoft's uh, step into horror. It's got a very kind of Victorian Gothic vibe to it. And while I suppose, a case could be made for, souls being kind of horror-like because the hollows you fight are basically zombies, this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Like, it's very... the word is escaping me now. But, Lovecrafty. There we love that.
Ah, you found yourself a hunter.
Alright. So I do hope the light is coming through. this is what messages look like. Your basic attack, your heavy. Big difference between like this and other games from FromSoftware is you don't just get an auto backstab if you sneak up behind an enemy. You gotta charge your heavy, do that. If you're behind an enemy, it'll break their stance and give you the chance for a crit. This is our first enemy. If you've got the skill to beat it, go for it. Me, I typically don't, so it'll probably kill us pretty quickly. Lasted longer than I expected. So this is also a good example of the rally mechanic. We take a hit, we respond quick enough, and we can then wow, I've never killed that before at this stage. But we take a hit, our HP drops, technically, but if we attack back fast enough, we can then regain that lost HP. It's a really great mechanic. Lies of P has a very similar mechanic, as does the most recent Lords of the Fallen game. That's if you block damage. If you use your shield or your block, and it's not, perfectly timed, it'll wither your health bar, is what it's called in Lords of the Fallen. But yeah, that's a good example of that. So now, what we gotta do is there's a ladder right there that we gotta drop to get up to our first signpost.
Away! Away!
Didn't realize enemies could climb. Oh well. Signpost was the wrong word, but lantern. And now we can go into our hub. And this is our hub world. The Hunter's Dream. Can't level up yet until we get some basically it's called insight. Think of it like being embered or having humanity in the Souls series. This is who we will level up with. Here is our first set of gear. Maybe this is open because we killed that werewolf at the beginning, because I've never done that, because this usually isn't open. This is where we upgrade our gear. Remember what the memory altar is for, which is kind of funny.
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home, for I am... Gairman. Friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good, you know. It's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
So for now, he's a friendly old man. Not much else to it. Over here, when we have insight, we can spend it here at a shop. And then there's also another shop that we can use to buy stuff with our blood echoes. I'm not going to worry about buying anything with our blood echoes quite yet, because we will progress through and pick up some stuff. But now that we have some weaponry, we won't be slapping things. Down this ladder. So blood vials are your healing items. The weapon that we picked up, actually, pretty sure all weapons in Bloodborne have got alternate attack mode, basically. In this instance, it's slightly heavier hits, but we'll just keep it in the quick for now. Wouldn't be FromSoft if we didn't have to watch our corners. Down here is an area we will go to in just a minute. What we're actually going to do first is come around here. You can get a shield for this game. It's pretty pointless, which is going to be kind of rough for me, because if you've seen how I play, Souls, I am a big fan of shielding. Real quick is come over here and open this gate. And then if we die, or if we come back, instead of having to go a long way around, we can just drop down the ladder and come over this way. And then this is the area that we just saw from up above there. If you see these kind of red lanterns glowing,
Are you that app? Well, sorry, but I don't want
Kinda have a
anything
chat.
but along with...
most people will tell you to get lost. It's the night of a hunt. No one wants to open their doors. So your pistol is not really an offense weapon, it is more defense. Think of it kind of like your shield. It's more for parrying. If you get the timing right with it, it'll stagger your enemy. Go here, that is a trap. See the guy right there. The item that we just picked up is going to be useful for upgrading our weaponry. And then we're gonna most likely kind of get mobbed here for a minute. Less went on the assault than I expected. But that is okay. Bullets. That item we have to wait to get until we go around the other side. There's another one walking in there. Either way. Okay. So now, I want to go up to the left here. Do be careful of that guy standing on the carriage. I couldn't lock onto him. He's got a rifle. There is another rifleman on the other side of this bonfire. Right now, we're just trying to thin them out a little bit. Yeah, that rifleman's aim is deadly. We will go back to that item here in a minute. Forgot we could jump. So if we want to, we can progress immediately, but I mean, there's only 4 guys left. May as well take them all out.
This time's finished.
Missing any goodies. That item that we just picked up, we break it open for blood echoes, basically. It's like picking up a condensed soul. Dark Souls. these creatures up here I particularly despise, just because they are naturally very slow appearing at first, but they do leap, and it's a pain. Now, this guy is why we equip the Molotovs, because two of them almost kills him, one swipe, and then we get our Molotovs back. So our torch, because where we're going to be going in a sec is going to be pretty dark. Over here is that item that we saw from the other side. So typically the way that you can gain insight, the brute force method, if you will, is to walk into the boss arena and die. A few dogs and a few people. Right? So, what we're going to do now is kind of hope to not get ate for a sec. Around. This is the one torch. So, these guys, whoa, werewolves, can't actually get into this room. So, they're a free kill if you really want to, which obviously we'll take advantage of that. But first we're going to make it safe to do so. They do hurt quite a lot. So if you screw up and get hit, you will suffer for it. Gentleman back here. And that item is also a trap. This old man will shoot you if you pick it up. Now, back to the outside. Shortcut back to our lamppost. Honestly, I typically don't return to the hunter stream at this point, but because the workshop is open And we have the items to get our weapon its first upgrade as well. We'll just have to re-kill a few things. Now, the second way to get insight is going to be taking a path that we're about to take. And we will get a lot of blood echoes doing it.
This town's finished.
Just gonna have to hope we don't get 8 again. Fortunately, their AI isn't all that brilliant. Smarter than I expected. But now he's stuck down there. Yes, there is something back here. Bloodstone shard. Alright. So, there's 2 paths. You can either take the ladder, or you can just drop down. Both ways work pretty well. Get this guy's attention. That actually worked out pretty well. I'm happy about that. Yeah, the ladder just deposits you on that side, so it's not a huge difference if you take the ladder or just drop. This guy's attention. And the other one walking around to the left over there has got a rifle, so these guys are a little bit beefier than the standard enemies we've been fighting so far. And they do hurt a lot if they hit. That's not good. So there's this item over here that we can drop down to get. Take him out. Take this rat out. And around the corner up to the left, I don't know if you can see the moving arm, but I can. There is another guy. And that item behind him is our first good starter armor set, basically. But we're gonna test our luck with the rats. Like other FromSoft games, the rats got immense potential to stagger you, so you get ganged up on. it ain't a good time. So typically, I'll try and bait the jump. Take a step back. Move along. Just and we got this guy that we don't really get the option to sneak up on. Is that a rifle? Or is it just a sword? Honestly, for the life of me, cannot tell. He fell. I didn't see if we got blood echoes for it, so I don't know if he died. But now we have our first decent gear set, and we're starting to look like a legitimate hunter. So now, drop here, there, and there. Ah, he didn't die. Quite a bit. And we have a bunch of these things. These things aren't too bad, they're just... There's just a lot of them. They're super slow. If you die to these things, it is entirely your fault. So then, up the ladder here, and up this ladder. And around the birds. That's what I'm talking about. They will jump at you while they don't do a ton of damage. It's kind of annoying. So now, that madman's knowledge, we pop that item before going back to the hunter's dream, and we will be able to level up. I thought it would. Oh well. These guys usually drop things. Yeah. Now we're back here. because we got the other wolf to basically go to his death. Well, not to his death. He got trapped in an area that he normally wouldn't be. You don't have to worry about getting past both. Up here. Use that. And by using that, we wake up the doll. These.
Hello, good hand. I, honorable hand, and you will hand between bold. Very well, let me.
So we're going to throw 1 to strength right out the gate. And then we're going to start working our HP and endurance up.
Farewell, good hunter. May you...
These are basically online play items, or NPC summon items. And at this point, after we have insight, is usually when this door opens. Here, let's see if we got anything that's worth selling. May as well sell our old armor set. Not like we're ever gonna use it. Plus it gives us enough blood echoes for
Welcome home. What is it?
another level.
Very well, let me... Farewell, good hunter.
So now, the first boss, it's not overly difficult. I am going to show you the NPC summon mechanic and all that. But to summon NPCs, just like in, Dark Souls, you got the human, effort to see the signs. It's basically how insight works. Insight is more in line with the humanity mechanic, though. Just because we can bank insight. Like, your insight doesn't cap to 1, like it does with Effering. So our first summon song right down in this region. It's actually a little further down the next set of stairs. Wow, dog was in a mood. If you approach from this way, the big guy seems to always want to fight immediately. HP up. And this is what a summon looks like. This, while their gap's going, who is a friend for now. This is the first boss arena. As you can see, we can't enter until we trigger the fight. And that is the first boss. Cleric next. Quite a mood today. If you really want to, there's a lot more grinding you can do before fighting this guy. As you can see, our weapons are not doing super damage to him. That is also kind of just how bosses are in this game. They're critical. And we put it down. So see, now our insight is up at 4. So that's why I say it's closer to humanity.
I must have dreamed. What is it you desire? Very well, let me stand.
Go ahead. Let's see here. we're gonna work our vitality and endurance up to probably about level 20 each before we really start investing. I'm thinking probably quality build, so between the strength and skill going up evenly. Just so you can kind of see the insight store. I do not have a whole lot right now. So that... Honestly, we might go for that weapon. Just double checking here. So we don't have the tool for that yet.
This was once a workshop where hunters used blood to enhance. We don't have as meant you're welcome to you, even the dog. Should it please you?
That sounds kind of creepy. But I think that's going to wrap it up for now. We'll go back here, start the next episode from here. Basically, the next episode will continue through the sewers to the other side of those. And we'll see what else this game's got in store. Thanks for watching.